Have you ever felt like you're just stuck? Like you're setting all these goals to get healthier or wealthier or more successful, but you somehow always end up right back where you started? Well, the source material we're digging into today says there's a really good reason for that. Turns out, we've been focusing on the wrong thing this whole time. The real key to success isn't our goals, it's our identity. And this quote right here, this is the central paradox. It's the whole puzzle in a nutshell. We all want that new life, right? The better job, the healthier body, that feeling of confidence, but at the same time, we're desperately clinging to who we are right now. It's a huge conflict, and just understanding that, well, that's the first real step towards making a change that actually sticks. Okay, so first up, let's talk about that desire for change, because this is where the journey starts for literally everyone. I mean, it's just human nature, isn't it? We're always looking ahead, picturing a future with more money, more confidence, more success. But wanting it, as you know, isn't the problem. The real issue is the massive gap between that vision and what we do every single day. And this is where that disconnect becomes so clear. Look at these two columns. On one side, you have all the things we want. On the other side, you have what we actually do. We say we want change, but our actions are all about protecting our old comfort zone. We're living exactly the same way we did yesterday. It's a perfect stalemate.
So what is it that's holding us in that stalemate? That brings us right to our next section, the comfort trap. This is that invisible force that just keeps us stuck in place.
So here's exactly how this trap works. We want the prize, but we don't want the race. We want money without building new habits. We want confidence without ever feeling uncomfortable. We want success without any of the discipline. You know, we're basically trying to harvest a crop we never even bothered to plant. This really just says it all. Our words point in one direction, but our habits, our day-to-day lives, are marching in the complete opposite direction. And at the end of the day, it's our actions that decide where we end up, not our intentions. And that leads us to a bit of a hard truth. A better future isn't something you can just wish for. It's something you have to build. Results don't come from hoping. They come from doing. So if wishing doesn't work, what does? This brings us to the absolute core of this whole idea, goals versus identity. This is where we stop looking at what we want on the outside and start looking at who we are on the inside. For years, we've all heard the same advice, right? Set bigger goals, be more ambitious. But what if that's the big mistake we've all been making? What if we've been aiming at the wrong target this entire time? And boom, here it is. This is the key insight. Just think about it this way. Your goals are like new software you want to install, but your identity, that's your deep-level operating system. And when things get tough, when the pressure's on, you don't magically rise to the level of that fancy new software. Nope, you fall right back to your default operating system. Your identity, your system always, always wins. So what even is this identity we're talking about? It's not some vague, mystical concept. It's actually super tangible. It's just the sum of your daily habits, your deepest beliefs, and your repeated actions. It's who you are when you're not even thinking about it, when you're on autopilot. And here's a perfect example that makes it really concrete. You simply can't live a millionaire life if you have a comfort-addicted identity. The two systems are completely incompatible. The person who avoids risk at all costs and craves comfort just cannot sustain the goal of creating massive wealth. Something has to give. One of them has to change. Okay, so if identity is the real issue here, how do we fix it? That brings us to our final section, building a new you. This is where we get into the how-to. The solution is actually a really simple but incredibly profound shift in your focus. Step 1. Just stop chasing the results. Step 2, instead, start building the kind of person who gets those results naturally. The whole question flips from, what do I want, to who do I need to become? See, your future isn't some destination you just show up at one day. It's a house you're building, right now, with every single choice you make. Every habit, every action, it's another brick you're laying in the foundation of the person you're going to be tomorrow. And this is the ultimate payoff. You go from constantly fighting and struggling for results to a state where they just flow from who you are. When you successfully change your identity, the results you used to chase start chasing you. So we're going to leave you with this. For just a moment, forget about your to-do list, forget about your goals, and instead focus on a much, much more powerful question. To get the life you truly want, who do you need to become? Because the answer to that question, that's where everything changes.